Just about ready to roll here. And on the mound today, Justin Verlander. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
And here's the veteran outfielder, Victor Robles. Swing and a miss. Now 1-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you would have broken back as you drive back to the dugout.
The 1-2. That's down and in. Good job to fight that one off. And the pitch. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Ramos hauls it in, and there's one away. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Julio Rodriguez in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that's downstairs. And that is ball one.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill today, Carlos Vargas. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, because he doesn't have plus stuff, it's going to be critical that his skipper keeps a close eye on him. Second time, third time through the order, we see the OPS jump dramatically.
Bottom of the first. Here's Lamont Wade Jr.
Designated hitter, Lamont Wade Jr.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And that's a little bit high. And that is out of play. Late night Lamont down on strikes.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Willy Adames stands in. And that drops in for a strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
One out, bases empty. Close one, doesn't get the call.
One ball,
and the count
one
even
strike.
1-1. That one is absolutely belted. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Fires to second too late. Into second with a double, and that was hard hit.
Everything came together for him. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
One out, runner at second. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. First offering, and it just misses. Out there to center. Grabs it on the run. 2 away.
Batting fourth.
Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Two balls, no strikes to count.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2-1.
Got him looking. Chapman is gone.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Top of the second,
Leading
now the
off
left
for
fielder,
Seattle,
Randy Arozarena.
Randy Arozarena.
Verlander back to work. Just missed. And another ball. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack, sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
Next offering is in for a strike. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
And that's in the dirt. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Jorge Polanco now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Second inning here, no score. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
0-2.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Two down, base is empty. Now a chance for Luke Raley. In the air, left field, down the line. Corrals it, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Oracle
Leading
Park,
off
here's
to the
Elliot
Giants.
Ramos.
Left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
First offering misses badly for ball 1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1-1. Ball 2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Got him swinging.
No, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend to the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now it's Wilmer Flores. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. Wilmer Flores provides the power. Home run number 5 on the season, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 2-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And up next for the Giants, Patrick Bailey. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. At the wall, and it's out of play. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now Tyler Fitzgerald.
1-0.
And that's downstairs and outside. Two down, nobody on. Off the plate inside, and the count is 2-0. In the air, right field. Robles brings it in for the third out. When the Giants go deep, it's bye-bye, baby. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in San Francisco, here's Rowdy Tellez.
Rowdy Tellez.
And that misses off the outside edge. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now it's the second baseman, Ryan Bliss. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He'll circle the bases, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-2.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there, patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. J.P. Crawford, the next to hit. Fastball for a strike. Crawford measures 6 feet 2 inches, hitting 9th in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2013. The shortstop takes the ball. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. And there's a ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And a curve is down and in.
Full count.
On the outside corner, got him looking.
Well, that'll make you smile out there on the mound, or maybe pump out your chest a little bit farther. That's about as good of a backdoor curveball as you'll ever see. Right on the black, and not surprisingly, just locked him up in the box.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. Victor Robles digs in now. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. One down, base is empty. Swings through that one for strike two.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
That one misses, and the count 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel
Now
any
that
vibration in your
center
hands
fielder,
whatsoever.
Julio Rodriguez.
Such a good feeling. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that skips in the dirt. Runner at second here, one gone. On the ground to the left. Throw sails over his head at first. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
That's a dangerous throw for the first baseman to try to handle right there. Exposed him to a potential collision, and we've all seen some of the ugly ones over the years on plays similar to that one. So it's great nothing came out of that other than the throwing error.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Cal Raleigh will hit next. Fly to center his first time he's 0 for 1.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Runners stay put. That's ball 1. Two on, one out. That one pulled foul.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Hit hard but foul off to the left.
Two.
Robles at third. Rodriguez over at first with one away. Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You have the infield back. All you got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, he'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strikes.
Tied up here in the early going. Fouled off. He was late.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And that one fouled off. Two outs. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 come in on this Seattle homer. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. So here's Wade now.
Lamont Wade Jr.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Just missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Pitch misses. Now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's ripped into left. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have
Now
to be
batting,
right in those spots or
shortstop,
things can get away from
Willie
you awfully quickly.
Adames.
And now, Willie Adames doubled his first time. The shortstop
1-0.
takes the ball. That's a
Hurt
strike,
ball.
and a count 1-1.
1-1.
And that one is inside.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Nobody out, runner at first. And he swings through that one.
Cold night tonight, Boog. That's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
And it remains 2-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Now batting,
Jung
center
Hoo Lee,
fielder,
the next
Jung
Giant to hit.
Hoo
Fly to
Lee.
center his first time. That missed by a
1-0.
lot. Ball 1. Swing and a foul out of play.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field nod.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
2 on, 1 out. Matt Chapman up to the plate now. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And there's a ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And another ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Elliot Ramos in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the last half of the third. And that'll load the bases.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
And digging in for San Francisco, Elliot Ramos. Golden opportunity right here. First pitch, and he just misses.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
And that one is downstairs. Now 2-0.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
And a foul ball. Makes the count 2-1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
They obviously were in a pretty great spot to take the lead right there with the bases loaded, and I'll say that was a good patient at bat to draw the walk, and you know what? Still counts as an RBI.
Yastrzemski
Ball.
at the plate and takes high there. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Ryan Wu up and loosening in the pen. And that one fouled off. Lee on third. Chapman at second. Ramos at first. One gone. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Line drive, that's a base hit. One runs in. Fires to the plate. It's offline, and he scores. They lead by 3, 5-2.
Nicely done. Brings home two. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
First and second, one out. Wilmer Flores now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. And that one is lifted in the air. Robles brings it in. That's out number 2.
Now batting, catcher Patrick Bailey.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Patrick Bailey struck out swinging his first time. This one high in the air to left center. Rodriguez settles under it. And that's the third out. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. On to inning number 4. It's the Giants 5 and the Mariners 2. And we're back.
Leading
The
off
batter
for the
now,
Mariners,
Jorge Polanco.
third baseman Jorge Polanco.
That one down the line. Oh, and it hits the base. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. Fly to left his first time. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Well, these Mariners doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Just missed.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
That one finds the zone, and a count 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Tellez batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Man at first, one away. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only
Up
one
next
away.
for Seattle, second baseman Ryan Bliss.
And now for Seattle, Ryan Bliss. He's already homered in this game. That's outside, and that's ball 1. Polanco, the lead runner out at second. Tellez over at first with one away. On the corner at the knees for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next
Outside,
offering
ball
misses, and a count 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
On the ground, Fitzgerald to Adames. That's one. Over to first, safe.
Now batting, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. Caught looking his first time up.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. 1 for 2. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Two on, 2 outs. And fouled off. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. In comes the run from second. And it's a 1-run game.
Now batting,
Oh, here we
the
are,
center
third
fielder,
time through the order, and
Julio
this is where we
Rodriguez.
see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
First and second, 2 outs. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. And he takes a strike. Here's your 1. Ripped on the ground to second. Over to Adames. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Giants 5 and the M's 4. Bottom of the 4th,
Leading
and
off
digging in for
for the
San Francisco, Tyler
Second
Fitzgerald.
baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Giants showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there.
Throw over to Tellez. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Lamont
Back to the leadoff spot of the Giants lineup.
Jr.
Lamont Wade Jr. getting ready to hit.
Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to their bullpen sooner than they had hoped.
1 down, base is empty.
Ball 1. 1-1. No.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this
2-1.
game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Outside.
1 strike.
Fair ball.
Now batting,
They'll
shortstop,
back in trouble,
Willie
Boog, and it's just been
Adames.
like this for him most of the game. They've been all over him since his first pitch, and I think he's got a very short leash right now. Really needs to lock it down here.
So a man at first. Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. And ball 1.
1. That's in.
1-0 And the slider just misses. Wade over at first with one away. That one ripped. It bangs off the wall. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Carlos Vargas won't go any further tonight. Got them some innings, but they didn't come easy. New pitcher coming on, and we'll be back after a quick break.
Now pitching for Seattle.
Ryan Wu on to pitch out of the
Number
pen here.
22.
And never an easy situation
Ryan Wu.
coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
So two in scoring position with one out. Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. First
Ball.
pitch misses. Second and third here, one away. That clips the corner.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that's too high.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
Stays alive. Outside. Full count now. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Out towards right center field, Bliss. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that
Up
catch.
next
We
for
all
the
know
Giants,
those can be a little tricky,
third
especially if the
baseman,
wind's swirling around out there.
Chapman.
Now it's Matt Chapman. He is struck out, and he is walked. And that's in for a strike. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Just outside, and the count is 1-2.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Giants leave a couple as they hold on to a 5-4 lead. Back here at
Leading
Oracle
off for the
Park, here's the
Mariners,
power hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Randy Arozarena. 0 for 2 in this one. There's the strike. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one's deep. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, third baseman, Jorge Polanco.
And now here is Jorge Polanco. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
1-0. Ball 2. 2-0.
There's a strike. Missed inside with the curve.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting, designated hitter. Luke
So
Raley.
Bob Melvin out of the dugout, and he's ready to make a move. Verlander done in this one, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
Eric
the Giants.
Miller takes over on the mound.
Number
He has a
68.
great slider with tons of movement.
Eric Miller.
So now the DH spot, Luke Raley. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Double play ball to second. Good feed. That's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, that's great hustle out of the box to get down the line, knowing that a double play will end the inning. Good job at the finish, reaching out for the bag. Now they got runners on the corners and still an opportunity to pick up some runs.
So here comes Rowdy Tellez. He's 2 for 2. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Mariners leave a couple. They trail it 5-4. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Stepping in, Elliot Ramos.
Left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
Woo back to work. Breaking ball inside, and that is ball 1.
Well, these Giants really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
And that's outside. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a ground ball to first. And that's a fair ball.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage
Up
counts
next
where
for the
batting
Giants,
averages are just so much
right
higher.
fielder,
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it
Mike
hard enough to get through the
Yastrzemski.
infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Mike Yastrzemski up here.
Ball 1.
Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Ramos gets his lead at first with nobody out. Ground ball could be 2. To second, there's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Now batting, first baseman, Wilmer
Flores, the next Giant to hit. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. Into the bleachers and gone. Home run. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add on. It's 7-4. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Two runs across in the inning. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Man, he really
No
sells the
ball.
changeup
2
with that
strikes.
arm action.
Next
Ball.
pitch misses. Now 1-2. And a good eye there.
Really good take,
2-2.
especially with 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Right through there, got him. That's out number 2.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit
second
longer.
baseman,
And a fastball zipped on the
Tyler
inside corner just
Fitzgerald.
locks you up.
Fitzgerald in the box again, takes a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
And the 0-1. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it
Now
nice enough
batting,
and ripped it into the outfield.
designated
And now they've
hitter,
got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Jr.
Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Lamont Wade Jr. First
No,
offering,
off
and
the
it
plate.
just misses. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
high fly ball down the left field line. The Rosarena after it. And that will end the inning. The Giants strike for a pair as you get another look at the two-run dinger. It's now 7-4. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show.
Leading off for the Mariners, second baseman Ryan Bliss.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Bliss, 25 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2021. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Way inside. Line drive. Sends it to Flores. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, shortstop J.P. Crawford.
So digging in, J.P. Crawford. That just misses. Ball 1. Just missed.
Down.
That's in there, and it's 2-1 now. The Giants leading by 3, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one fouled off. 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
One down, base is empty.
Ball 3.
And now the count filled up 3-2.
Full count.
Three and 2. The pitch is outside, and ball 4.
Now batting.
Here's
right
Victor
fielder,
Robles.
Victor Robles.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game. There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Close, but called a ball. And it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
That's back-to-back
Now
singles
batting,
for him.
the
Not much to this one
center
other than
fielder,
just a
Julio
willingness to
Rodriguez.
go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
2 on, 1 out. Now the number 2 hitter, Julio Rodriguez. 0 for 3 in this one. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
One out. Runners at first and second. And another ball.
2-0 to count.
That clips the corner. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 3-1. In the air, right field. Yastrzemski on the move. Can't get there. This one lands foul.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
2 on, 1 out. In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. Way back there. And it one-hops the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. The relay to the plate.
Comes through with the RBI. That
Now
pretty much
batting,
split the zone
catcher,
down the
Kyle
middle,
Walker.
and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Cal Raleigh. This one lifted in the air, left field. Ramos squeezes it. Runner tags for home. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. Back to a 1-run game. It's 7-6.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pad. Eric Miller done for the night, and he's responsible for the runner on second.
Now
so the
pitching
book
for
isn't
the
closed on
Giants.
him yet. We'll be right
Number
back.
12.
New arm for the Giants, Jordan Hicks.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Randy Arozarena up next for the Mariners. A pair of strikeouts, and he's flied to center. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that's the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Giants 7 and the Mariners 6. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's the shortstop, Willy Adames. That's in for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Trent Thornton up and throwing. Santos getting cranked up as well. That one fouled hard the other way. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Hit on the ground to the right side. He'll do it himself. One away, bottom of the 6th.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the next to hit. 1 for 3. Ball 1 there.
1-0.
A little bit low. And the count now 2-0. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Now one missed.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
3-2 on the way. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swung on, popped up left side. Hauls it in for the out. Out number 2.
Now
Good hard
batting.
fastball up in the zone right there. They
baseman,
look really good coming in, but so hard to get on
Chapman.
top of as a hitter.
And here is Matt Chapman, a walk and a pair of strikeouts. Right through there for a strike. Chapman gets a piece there. Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No play. That's an infield single. Runner at first with 2 away. Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. He swings and fouls one off. Move to first. And he dives back in safely. Next offering upstairs. Chapman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That's too low. 2-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting, right fielder, Mike.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Fouled off left side. Next pitch is outside. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. The other way and foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
We're always having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Outside,
That one just misses the outside corner. It's 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. We're through 6 full. It's the Giants 7 and the Mariners 6. Back here in San Francisco, we go to the top of the 7th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Jorge Polanco.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
First pitch just misses. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Outside low, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
And a swing and a miss. And one out now. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Next is the designated hitter, Luke Raley. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball.
Misses outside, and now 2-0. There's a strike. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And that is downstairs. 3-2 now. And the tying run is on base.
Well, that right there could end up being a big walk in this game. He's certainly a threat on the bases, especially with them looking to tie this thing up.
And now it's Rowdy Tellez. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Trying to hold a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Gets a piece and stays alive. On the ground, a second, might be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1, and that's 2.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
New pitcher for the Mariners, Trent Thornton.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Trent Thornton. Leading off.
And up next for San Francisco, Wilmer Flores. He's already homered twice, the last one back in the 5th.
Just seems like he can't miss right now, seeing the baseball as well as anyone on the field. Now, I know the odds are against him, but who's going to bet against this guy right now?
That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-2.
And takes low for ball 1.
1-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now the catcher up to hit, Patrick Bailey. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Not even close there. And that's ball 1. Thornton fills up the zone, forces contact, so not a huge strikeout guy, but he's going to make the hitters beat him. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so the pressure is really on the batter to make something happen. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Robles sizing this one up, brings it in, and there are 2 outs.
And although you like the fact that guy throws strikes,
Now
guy gets
batting,
contact, and not
second
always
baseman,
great contact,
Tyler
the fact that when you have runners on, if that
Fitzgerald.
ball's in play, there's still a good chance that a run gets pushed across, whether it's earned or not.
Fitzgerald
Ball.
stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Command in the zone is such a crucial part of it, right?
It's not just throwing strikes, but it's throwing quality strikes and it's having quality misses as well. What's a quality miss? Missing just off the plate rather than over the plate.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So now back to the top of the order. Next will be the Giants DH, Lamont Wade Jr. Pickoff throw.
He's safe.
Fitzgerald back in on a dive. And that one clips the corner. Fitzgerald off of first with 2 away. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
The 0-2. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Robles. He's got it. And that's the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. 8th inning coming up. It's the Giants 7 and the Mariners 6. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Randy Rodriguez.
Now pitching
This
for
is
the
his
Giants.
5th appearance of the year.
Number 73, Randy Rodriguez.
And now for
Leading
Seattle,
off for the
Ryan
Mariners,
Bliss.
Second baseman, Ryan Bliss.
Just off the outside edge. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ryan Walker getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Doval, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. The 1-0.
Drive.
Tap foul at the plate. Very high with that one. And the count is even, 2-2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
They tried to get him to go chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the
Now
knees,
batting,
but just no help from the umpire.
Pinch hitter coming on, Donovan
Number
Solano.
39,
And this is a
Donovan
big
Solano.
at bat in this ball game. Right through there for a strike. The 0-1.
Ball.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. In the air, left field. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Up next for Seattle, right fielder, Victor Robles.
Now it's the right fielder, Victor Robles. And that misses. Ball one. One-run game, one out, one on. That one the other way. Makes the catch for the second out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Julio Rodriguez will hit next. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Rodriguez throws over, and he's back in there.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Fought off foul.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swings and misses. Struck him out. One left for Seattle. They're right in it, though. It's 7-6. So coming into the game now on defense, Dylan Moore. He's in at shortstop.
Number 25.
Well, one-run game, and now the shortstop, Willy Adames.
Leading off,
outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Thornton back to work. And that one a little below the knees. And that is ball one. He was late there. Strike one.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
That one fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Now batting, center
so up
fielder,
next,
Jung-Hoo Lee.
And the sweeper catches the plate. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. In there at the knees for a strike.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair, and even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory, and that right there was perfect.
And here is Matt Chapman. That misses the zone, and that's ball one. Lee, the runner at second with one away. Next offering is in for a strike. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls, so that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
Man at second. Fouls one off. 2-2. Here's a high chopper. Here's the 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 1 out and a runner at second. Well struck right field. Going back on this one. Brings it back on a leaping catch. Wow. Runner tags at second and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. It's softly on the ground to third, and that's a foul ball. Two outs. Outside low, and it's 1-1.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
And that one way outside. 2-1.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Through 8 full, it's the Giants 7 and the Mariners 6.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
Giants.
and here comes the closer,
Number
Ryan
74.
Walker.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Well,
Leading off
1-run
for the
game.
Mariners,
Here's the catcher, Cal
Cal
Raleigh. That one
1-0.
inside. Look out. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. That one not close, and it's 2-1. And downstairs.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Randy Arozarena in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Grounds one to short. Adames the throw to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game.
next
It might
for
not be the
Seattle,
most
left
challenging
fielder
we've seen
Randy
today, but
Arozarena.
it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Now, Randy Arozarena, 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts and a pair of flyouts. And that misses. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off. That's outside. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
The 2-1. And that's in the dirt.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Ball 4, he walked him. And that'll keep the line moving.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Now batting.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jorge Polanco. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Move to first. Arozarena dives back.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there. Really important at bat coming up now.
Now at the plate, Luke Raley. That's in there.
Well, they're applying pressure, quality at bats, quality swings right now, and see this offense doing it one man to the next, showing a lot of fight right now, and they're making it difficult for the back end of this bullpen to close out this game.
On the ground to third. And it gets by him. Arozarena flies around third. He'll score. He gets there. Winning run at third with only one out.
Only gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Ryan Walker will depart, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Spencer
Giants.
Bivens taking over
Number
on the mound.
76. Spencer Bivens.
Go ahead run on base. And now the first baseman, Rowdy Tellez. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Lee sizes this one up. Makes the grab. Here comes the runner from third. He'll score on the sac fly. And in the ninth, they take the lead.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Ryan Bliss up next for the Mariners.
Some drama here in the late stages of the game, but they'll win the series if they close this out.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw to third. Ow! And that will end the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends the inning.
So they turn to their closer, Andres Munoz.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Mike Yastrzemski, the second MLB Yaz, steps in.
Fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
You just can't afford to make these kind of mistakes this late in the ball game. You need to make the offense earn everything down the stretch. And that right there was just a freebie.
Flores in the box now. Takes strike one.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Next one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Working down in the zone to start the at-bat. Looking for that double play ground ball.
Yeah, back-to-back sinkers there. He's looking for some weak contact or to get this hitter to roll over. Now, as a hitter, you have to be really disciplined. Don't look down because you'll end up chasing the ball down. Set your sights high. Maybe you get a mistake.
And there's a ball. In there, sets him down on strikes. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
Up next for the Giants.
He's 2 outs away. Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. Tried to check his swing, appeal to third, and yes, he did. He went around. Late swing, foul to the left. Tying run at first, the winning run at the plate. Next one just misses. And the count 1-2.
That's a really good take.
And a ball evens the count. Got him swinging for the K. And the Giants down to their final out.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
So it's their last chance in this one. Next to hit, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Well, you got the number 9 hole hitter right here, looking to do whatever he can to get on base, turn this lineup over so the best hitters in this lineup have a chance to tie up the ball game or maybe even walk it off.
And that is out of play.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Swings and misses. And that is strike 2.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just
got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, all game, this team had to battle with that 10th man. Those fans making a lot of noise, but they took the lead in the 9th inning, quieted things down, and were able to get those final 3 outs in the bottom half as well. Just a very well-executed ball game.
And a final 8-7. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.